Hey everyone, welcome back to the SOXL Challenge channel. It's the evening of June 26, 2025, and this is the update for the month of June. Have you watched my short YouTube video titled SOXL Breakout Coming, published on June 14, 2025? It was published after SOXL hit $20. Since June 14, 2025, SOXL has gained more than 25%. In the short video, I described the possibility that SOXL is about to make a big move in 2025, based on the previous patterns of SOXX and SOXL, particularly after a golden cross. If you haven't watched it, please check it out. Let's start with the price action. SOXL is currently trading at around $25. That's a significant bounce from $16 in May. SOXL hit a recent high of $32 on February 20, 2025, but then plunged sharply, bottoming out at $7 on April 7. The initial drop was driven by fears around China's new DeepSeek artificial intelligence tool, which raised concerns about increased competition in the semiconductor sector. Things worsened when President Trump announced new tariffs, which created additional uncertainty in the markets. However, Trump has now paused most of those tariffs for 90 days. That decision helped SOXL recover from its lows. For the past month, the semiconductor sector has been performing really well. Semiconductor stocks soared in June 2025, primarily fueled by massive investor enthusiasm for artificial intelligence. The boom was driven by intense demand for components essential to AI, especially high-bandwidth memory, HBM, used in advanced GPUs from companies like NVIDIA. This directly benefited HBM manufacturers such as Micron Technology. Chip designers like Broadcom and AMD also saw their stocks rise after receiving positive analyst ratings for their roles in developing custom AI processors for major cloud companies. This rally was supported by strong Wall Street confidence and a favorable macroeconomic environment. Easing geopolitical tensions and the prospect of Federal Reserve interest rate cuts further boosted investor sentiment, contributing to the sector's powerful performance. According to this article, optimism in the tech sector is approaching levels seen in 1999, but key differences suggest the current rally has a more stable foundation. Unlike the dot-com era, today's leading tech companies are highly profitable. While stock valuations are nearing 1999's peak, the economic outlook is considered more favorable, with potential interest rate cuts on the horizon. Furthermore, the boom is driven by established companies whose successful AI initiatives are already major components of the S&P 500. In essence, while the bullish sentiment feels familiar, the market's current optimism is supported by stronger fundamentals, namely, actual profits, than the dot-com bubble. From the Finviz site, we can see that the semiconductor sector performed best over the past month. You can see that these semiconductor companies, such as NVIDIA, Broadcom, and AMD, had monthly returns of 14% to 25%. Among all ETFs, SOXL was the best performer last month, with more than a 45% return. SOXL is the second largest leveraged ETF. We invest in the three largest leveraged ETFs, which are TQQQ, $24 billion, SOXL, $10 billion, and QLD, $7 billion. You can watch other videos on TQQQ and QLD on our channel. Let's look at the SOXX daily chart. SOXX is currently at $239. SOXL is a 3 times leveraged ETF that amplifies the daily moves of SOXX, an ETF tracking top US semiconductor stocks like NVIDIA, Broadcom, and AMD. So if SOXX goes up 1%, SOXL tries to go up 3%. But that also means more risk on the way down. As of today, SOXX is now trading above both the SMA 50 purple line and the SMA 200 green line. More specifically, SOXX went above the SMA 50 purple line on May 6, 2025, and went above the SMA 200 green line on June 4, 2025, after failing twice on May 15 and May 29. Currently, SOXX is just above this resistance support line of $235. If it can stay above this support line, I think it will challenge the all-time high price of $267 from July 11, 2024, sometime this year. We will see a golden cross in a few weeks, where the SMA 50 purple line crosses above the SMA 200 green line. The last time we saw this setup was in January 2023. What happened next? SOXX rallied for the next 18 months, hitting an all-time high of $267. And remember, if SOXX climbs, SOXL multiplies those gains. One more thing. Let's add the SMA 20 black line. The SMA 20 black line is faster and reflects short-term momentum, while the SMA 50 purple line is slower and indicates the intermediate-term trend. The good news is that SOXX is above the SMA 20 black line, which indicates that SOXX has bullish short-term trends and momentum. Now, let's move on to my trades and holdings. I have not added more SOXL shares this month since I already invested more than $14,000 for the first 2 years, since I started this SOXL challenge in December 2023. I will continue to invest $7,000 annually. My Roth IRA holdings remain the same at 354 shares. The average cost of SOXL is $24.71. I've already maxed out my $7,000 Roth IRA contribution for the 2024 tax year. I also plan to contribute another $7,000 for the 2025 tax year. As of now, the market value of my SOXL position in the Roth IRA is around $8,900. That reflects a 2% gain, or about $160 in unrealized gains. In my individual brokerage account, I currently hold 525 shares of SOXL. The market value of my SOXL shares in the individual account is approximately $13,200. Combining both accounts, my total SOXL holdings are 879 shares. The combined market value of these holdings is now approximately $22,100. As I've explained in past videos, my Roth IRA strategy involves selling when I hit at least a 30% gain on my SOXL position, since capital gains taxes do not apply within Roth accounts. So far, I haven't sold any shares. In my individual taxable account, my plan is to hold all SOXL shares until the price goes above $60. Long-term, I want to consolidate all future SOXL investments into my Roth IRA to maximize tax efficiency. My broader investing strategy remains unchanged. I continue to contribute $7,000 annually into my Roth IRA and apply a swing trading strategy in both accounts. This includes buying at lower levels, selling at higher levels, and using key indicators like the SMA 50 purple line, the SMA 200 green line, and the relative strength index. I also avoid margin trading entirely to manage risk more conservatively. The focus is not on perfectly timing the market, but on using SOXL's volatility to build long-term gains over time. Despite recent volatility, I remain confident in the semiconductor sector. Trends like artificial intelligence, cloud computing, and high-performance chips continue to drive long-term growth in the space. Historically, SOXL has delivered powerful rebounds during bull cycles, and I believe that pattern will continue. Patient investors who stick with it may be rewarded with substantial long-term gains. That wraps up the June 2025 update. While SOXL's price has been all over the place lately, I still believe in its long-term potential. This challenge is all about patience, discipline, and a long-term mindset, and I'm committed to seeing it through. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you found this update helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your support really helps this community grow. Stay strong, stay patient, and happy investing. I'll see you all in the next update.